Alright, we recently covered how to install Linux on your PC, as well as how to set up a dual boot system. Now, if you don't want to install Linux on your PC or in a VirtualBox or VMware virtual machine, you can still run Linux directly on Windows. You can use a terminal to enter Linux commands, and even better, run the Linux graphical interface directly on Windows without having to set up a virtual machine. Today, I'm showing you the complete setup from scratch. The first thing to do is make sure virtualization is enabled on your PC. Right-click the Windows menu, then click Task Manager. Go to the Performance tab, then click on CPU. You should see Virtualization. If it's enabled, you're ready to move on to the next steps. If it's disabled, you'll need to enter the BIOS, go to the Virtualization tab, and make sure to enable virtualization. No other downloads needed. Everything installs from the commands we'll run. Right-click the Windows menu, then click Terminal, Admin to launch PowerShell as an administrator. Now, run the first command, wsl-install-no distribution. Press Enter. This installs the WSL2 core components, the Linux kernel, the WSL2 engine, and the integration layer without automatically installing any Linux distribution alongside it. I had already installed it. You'll see the installation process on your end. The -no distribution flag is what gives us flexibility to choose exactly which distro we want next, rather than defaulting to Ubuntu. Windows will prompt you to restart to complete the WSL2 installation. Restart your PC and come back to PowerShell. After restarting, open PowerShell as administrator again. Then run this command, wsl-list-online. Press Enter. WSL displays every Linux distribution available for installation directly from Microsoft's official repository. You'll see Ubuntu, Debian, Kali-Linux, OpenSUSE, and others listed with their distribution names. Note the exact name you want to install. For Kali-Linux, it's listed as kali-linux. You'll need this exact string for the next command. In this video, I'm going to install Kali-Linux, but you can choose a different Linux distribution. Here's command to install your Linux. wsl-install-d kali-linux. Replace kali-linux with the name of the Linux distribution you have chosen to install. Press Enter. WSL downloads and installs Kali-Linux. The download is approximately 500 megabytes to 1 gigabyte and takes a few minutes depending on your internet speed. When the installation completes, Kali-Linux launches automatically and prompts you to create a user account. Enter new Unix username, type a username for your Kali account. This can be anything. It doesn't need to match your Windows username. New password, set a password. Nothing appears as you type. This is normal Linux behavior. Retype new password, confirm it. Your Kali-Linux account is created. You're now at the Kali-Linux command prompt inside WSL. Before installing anything, update Kali's package lists and upgrade installed packages. This ensures you're installing from current repositories and have the latest versions. Run sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade -y. Enter your Linux password when prompted. The update and upgrade process takes a few minutes. Let it complete fully. As you can see, everything currently runs via the terminal. If you want, you can install packages for the graphical interface. Specifically for Kali-Linux, we're going to install win-kex for the graphical interface. If you're using a different Linux distribution, try searching online for the corresponding packages, or you can leave a comment and I'll make a video about it. Now install win-kex, Kali's Windows Desktop Experience package. Sudo apt install-y kali-win-kex. Press Enter. This is the largest installation. Win-kex brings in the complete XFCE desktop environment, the kex server, and all graphical components required for a full Kali GUI. The download is approximately 1 to 2 gigabytes. Installation takes 5 to 15 minutes depending on your connection and hardware. Let it complete. When the package manager finishes and you're back to the command prompt, Win-kex is installed. Now, launch the Kali Linux graphical desktop with kex-w-s. Press Enter. A new window will appear. Click Allow. From here on, you need to create a password for the Win-kex server. Make sure the password is at least 8 characters long, otherwise it won't be accepted. For the View Only prompt, answer No by typing N. A new window opens showing the full Kali Linux XFCE desktop, the taskbar, the application menu, the desktop icons, everything. This is a complete, fully functional Kali Linux graphical environment running inside Windows. Click the application menu in the top left. Browse through Kali's tool categories. To view the Linux installation files, open File Explorer. Next to This PC, you will now see Linux. Click on it to view the installation files. Once you're done, click the Shutdown menu, then log out or shut down the Linux machine. To restart the Linux machine, open the terminal again as an administrator, then type the command WSL. You are now connected to Linux again. Type the command to open the graphical interface and start working in it. Now, if you have a lot of Linux distributions installed, you can simply search for the machine name in the search bar and launch it directly. All commands are in the video description for copy-pasting. Drop a comment with what you're using Kali for: security research, CTF challenges, learning, or something else. Please hit a like and subscribe to my channel. I post practical Linux and Windows guides every day. Thanks for watching.